Hello, and welcome to this English listening story. Take a moment to relax and imagine something remarkable. Imagine the most powerful machine you know. Perhaps you think of a supercomputer, a giant data center, or a powerful artificial intelligence system. Now, imagine something even more complex, more flexible, and more creative than all of them combined. That extraordinary system is already with you. It is your brain. The human brain is one of the most complex structures known in the universe. Inside your skull is an organ that weighs only about 1.4 kilograms. Yet it allows you to think, learn, imagine, communicate, and understand the world. According to modern neuroscience, the human brain contains around 86 billion neurons. Each neuron can connect to thousands of other neurons, forming an incredibly dense network of communication. Scientists study the brain through the field known as neuroscience. Researchers in this field explore how neurons send signals, how memories are formed, and how thoughts emerge from patterns of electrical activity. Although science has made enormous progress in understanding the brain, many mysteries remain. The brain not only processes information, but also creates ideas, emotions, and consciousness. To understand the power of the human brain, it is helpful to look back into the deep history of human evolution. Millions of years ago, early human ancestors had brains much smaller than those of modern humans. One early ancestor was Australopithecus afarensis. This species lived about 3 to 4 million years ago in Africa. Their brains were smaller than modern human brains, but they already showed important evolutionary changes, such as the ability to walk on two legs. Walking upright freed the hands for other tasks. Over time, the brain and hands began to work together in new ways. Early humans started using stones and sticks as tools. These tools were simple, but creating them required planning and problem solving. This cooperation between brain and hand became a key feature of human evolution. Later, a species known as Homo habilis appeared around 2 million years ago. Fossils suggest that Homo habilis had a larger brain than earlier ancestors. Archaeologists discovered stone tools associated with this species, indicating that their brains were capable of more advanced thinking and learning. Tool making required the ability to imagine a goal before creating the tool. This ability, thinking about the future and planning actions, represents a major step in cognitive development. The human brain was becoming more capable of complex thinking. Another important stage in human evolution came with Homo erectus. This species had a significantly larger brain and lived nearly 2 million years ago. Evidence suggests that Homo erectus learned to control fire, one of the most transformative discoveries in human history. Fire changed everything. Fire allowed early humans to cook food, stay warm, and protect themselves from predators. Cooking food made nutrients easier to digest, providing more energy for the body and brain. Some scientists believe that cooking may have played an important role in supporting the growth of larger human brains. But fire did more than change diet. It changed social life. When humans gathered around fire at night, they had time to communicate, share stories, and strengthen social bonds. Communication is one of the most important functions of the human brain. Over many generations, communication developed into language. Language is one of the most powerful tools the human brain has ever created. Through language, humans can share ideas, teach knowledge, and cooperate in large groups. Scientists studying language often refer to the work of Noam Chomsky, who proposed theories about how humans develop language abilities. According to research in linguistics and cognitive science, the human brain appears to have specialized systems that make language possible. As human brains grew larger and more complex, humans developed the ability to imagine things that did not yet exist. This ability is called abstract thinking. It allowed humans to invent new tools, design structures, and create art. Evidence of early human creativity can be seen in ancient cave paintings, such as those discovered in Lascaux Cave. These paintings were created more than 17,000 years ago. They show animals, symbols, and patterns drawn by early humans. These artworks demonstrate that the human brain is not only logical, but also deeply creative. The same brain that allowed humans to paint on cave walls also allowed humans to develop agriculture. Around 12,000 years ago, humans began cultivating plants and domesticating animals. Agriculture required planning across seasons and understanding natural cycles. This development transformed human societies. With agriculture came permanent settlements, villages, and eventually cities. Human brains adapted to increasingly complex social environments. Humans began developing systems of law, governance, and religion. Religious systems help people understand the world and build shared values. Over time, human curiosity led to the development of scientific thinking. During the scientific revolution, researchers began studying nature through observation and experimentation. One of the most influential figures in scientific history was Isaac Newton. Newton's work on gravity and motion demonstrated how mathematical reasoning could explain the behavior of the physical world. The human brain is uniquely capable of recognizing patterns in nature and expressing those patterns through mathematics. Mathematical thinking allowed humans to predict planetary motion, design buildings, and eventually build advanced technologies. Another major development in understanding the natural world came from the work of Charles Darwin. Darwin proposed the theory of evolution by natural selection, explaining how species change over time. His work helped scientists understand the biological processes that shaped the human brain itself. In the modern era, scientists have begun studying the brain using advanced technologies such as brain imaging. Techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging allow researchers to observe brain activity while people think, speak, or solve problems. These studies show that the brain is highly adaptable. This adaptability is known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means that the brain can change its structure and connections in response to learning and experience. When you learn a new skill, new neural connections form inside your brain. This ability explains why humans can continue learning throughout life. Every time you study a language, practice music, or solve a difficult problem, your brain is literally changing its structure. The same brain that once helped early humans survive in forests and grasslands eventually created modern science and technology. During the 20th century, human intelligence produced computers, machines capable of processing information at incredible speeds. These machines eventually became connected through the internet, creating a system that allows billions of people to share information instantly. Today, researchers are developing systems that attempt to imitate certain aspects of human thinking. These systems are known as artificial intelligence. Modern AI technologies include systems like ChatGPT, which can process language and assist communication. However, even the most advanced artificial intelligence systems still operate very differently from the human brain. The human brain combines logic, emotion, creativity, memory, and social understanding in ways that scientists are still trying to fully understand. What makes the human brain especially powerful is its ability to imagine possibilities. The same brain that once discovered fire eventually invented mathematics, medicine, engineering, and space exploration. Modern medicine itself is another achievement of human intelligence. Scientists discovered microorganisms, developed vaccines, and created treatments that save millions of lives. These discoveries required careful observation, experimentation, and cooperation among researchers around the world. When you look at human history, from the first stone tools to modern artificial intelligence, you can see the extraordinary journey of the human brain. Over millions of years, this small organ evolved from a simple survival tool into the most advanced thinking system known. And the story is not finished. Every new generation continues expanding knowledge. Every discovery, every invention, and every new idea begins in the human brain. When you learn something new, practice a skill, or explore a new idea, your brain is continuing the same process that began millions of years ago. The power of the human brain is not only in what it has already achieved, but also in what it can still create in the future. Thank you for listening to this story about the remarkable power of the human mind. Continue learning, continue exploring, and continue strengthening the most powerful tool you possess, your brain.